Reading on the missing NASA scientists, and will there be more?
We're Trinity Oracles.
Okay.
I'm Erica. This is Jasmine. We are three Psychic sisters. I'm Terrorism. I'm Erica.
I forgot.
I don't know. I'm Erica. This is Jasmine. Can't hear right now. We both got brain fog, so forgive us. Join our Oracle Card Readers Academy. You learn how to read cards just like us. Book your own personal reading, and
if you'd like to book your reading, it's at trinityoracles.com. Links in the description box below. You guys love to not tell people where they can get
our I'm gonna start doing past life readings. You guys are interested in that. That's gonna be added to the website.
So there's been probably, I'd say, since 2022, 2023, there's been a string of scientists that have died under unfortunate circumstances. Or what is it? Not unfortunate. What's the word?
Mysterious causes.
Yes. And then there's other scientists who just left their wallets, left their phones. Like you said, basically, like, people want to know, are they being kidnapped? Are they leaving on their own? Are these connected in some type of way? That's a good question. Are they connected in some type of way?
Well, they're all from New Mexico, I believe.
The majority are from New Mexico. I think 3 of them are from California. But all the ones in New Mexico all worked for the same, I think, NASA firm or NASA company. So they forgive us if we have like the details wrong. But anyways, so the first question is there going to be more scientists
that go missing or be found unalive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There will be a few more. There will be a few more. The few more will die under unfortunate or mysterious circumstances. They will not be widely publicized. The public may hear of, I feel like the public may not hear about these. Spirit keeps saying they're going to pass away suddenly, but they keep saying mysterious. And we, when we were reading about this, they actually said 2 of the, I think it's 3 of the scientists that had died. Nothing is posted in their autopsy about how they died.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, why is none of that stuff public? And I think one of them, you can't even find an autopsy report for them.
Yeah, no obituaries too. It's like there was no cause of death, autopsy, people like that. It's so weird. So that actually they said Trump actually doing an investigation. He's gonna look into it. They're like, that's fishy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's gonna be a few more.
I'm getting that some of them did get kidnapped. Some of them were unfortunately taken out, but some of them actually are leaving on their own accord to save themselves and their family.
Because I keep hearing, hide your kids, hide your wife, and that's not me being funny. Spirit sings to me sometimes, like certain songs, as their guidance. But they keep saying they're protecting themselves and their loved ones over and over and over.
And they have some on camera that they just show them with the backpack and they're just leaving, and people are like, where in the world are these people going? And Spirit's showing that these people are trying to get like a designated area, and they said it's just like in the movies. They said, like, basically they're like, hey, maybe they have a cabin somewhere or a trailer, maybe an underground bunker, and they're like, hey, if you guys survive, meet us here. So they're all trying to get this destination. That's where they're leaving, that's where they're leaving without their wallet or their cell phone.
I do feel like some of them will not be found. As of now, the current energy,
and
some of them will not be found.
To wherever they're trying to meet, their destination place.
Yes. They keep bringing up there is a terroristic plot connected to them in some way. I'm not saying these scientists are the terrorists. I'm going to repeat it again for those of you who can't hear. I'm not saying the scientists are the terrorists or going to be plotting, okay? I got to make sure to put that in closed captioning for those who will sit there and not hear it clearly or correctly. We've been doing this for a long time. We know how people are. Anyway, or how certain people are. But there's going to be an influx, okay? I don't feel like it's sudden, but there's going to be this influx of other business people who either work for the government, have connections to the government, work in defense, but I feel like it's a connection to nukes, maybe nuclear, clear energy, whatnot, UFOs. There's going to be scientists, top scientists, and just, you're going to hear, it's just going to be kind of a different group, a mixture of individuals, okay? I think they're going to be held ransom. There's going to be a ransom note held over their head. And I keep seeing, and one of them is a NASA scientist, like smart, top tier smart. And for some reason, I keep seeing there's a woman, and I see her like this. I hear the words hypothermia, like they're held in the most horrific conditions. Their lives will be hanging in the line, on the line. I'm sorry. And I keep seeing someone putting, like, they're shivering, and I see like when the
Like those thermos blankets.
yes, like a silver blanket being placed like around her, because she either was able to pay the ransom, or her country or the United States was able to pay her ransom, and she was able to retrieve. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This terroristic threat will spark rumors that this will cause World War III, because there's other countries involved.
Jesus.
There will be other countries involved. Spirit keeps saying it's important to watch the news, like, because they said there's going to be like, people are going to be like nervous. Remember, you said there's going to be hysteria.
Oh yeah, mass hysteria is coming. Unfortunately,
People will be
there.
scared. And Spirit keeps saying, not on TikTok. Do not get your news off of TikTok. They said people on TikTok are going to be making all these conspiracies, telling fake news. Fake news. What's up with the fake news? But they said that. They said there's going to be influencers who are just going to take it and run with it. So they said you guys need to be careful with what you're hearing on social media. Now, I'm not saying the news is always perfect and always telling us the truth, but for some reason, Spirit keeps saying, during this, you guys need to watch the news, the real journalists, because they said people, I just see people, and they keep saying, not TikTok, not Instagram, not YouTube. I am telling you this now, be prepared. Okay?
They keep saying there's going to be a reemergence of people wearing masks again. They keep showing people wearing mask covers, so maybe it's a nuclear threat, maybe they keep saying environmental tainting. So maybe they spread something in the air. So you're like, hey, if you're gonna go outside, wear a mask. You're not breathing in these contaminants or this poison.
They might threaten to put something in.
They might threaten. So they said, please listen.
Exactly, because they keep saying they're looking out for the Americans. These journalists are looking out for the Americans, so please listen to what the government is telling the journalists to tell us Americans. This is not time for conspiracy.
And then the question was, people asked, did their loved ones know what was going on? Like, did they know what they were working on? Because allegedly, people were speculating that they were doing UFO research. They found out how to do clean energy for people. So
I think it might be, did they know they were going to be leaving?
Yeah, but people were speculating. Like, the people know that the family know what they are working on.
Oh,
and I got absolute no. I got absolute. They said family had no clue what they were working on. They were tight-lipped. It was based on going to work. They come home. They don't talk about what they do at work.
Yep. They say they do not involve their family. And also they don't want to put their job in jeopardy. But also they don't want to put their family's lives in jeopardy. But also they said they don't want, like, for example, say if your kids say everything, then you tell your kids, I'm working on XYZ, like a top secret government secret, and then that child goes and tells everybody at school, you might not know your neighbor works for the enemy of the United States. And they send that information to the other country. So they say they did not pass the zipper, and then their lips are zipped, and then the lips are cut off. Like, that's how quiet they stayed.
When they do show their loved ones, though, they are in fear. They are like, oh my gosh, they're going missing. What's going to happen to us?
Yep. I do feel like there's secret security around them, but we don't know as a public.
Exactly. People want to know, are other countries involved with these scientists going missing?
Oh.
I got it was mostly on the domestic side. They say there are some countries that are involved or were involved in them going missing.
Like some international ties?
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to get a major update on these current scientists within because I'm getting 3 weeks, 3 days, or 3 years from, let me see. I would say from the day we're doing this reading, which is what, April 20th?
Well, what you want to know is Trump actually going to get justice for these people who are going missing.
Ooh.
And will they actually tell us what's going on?
Developments that they get They're not going to tell us everything. They're going to give us crumbs.
Yeah, it's just going to be enough to put people at ease, but they're never going to tell us everything that's really going on.
And for other scientists and other people who have high security clearances to like relax. There's security being being placed around very important people and that have ties to technology, the government secrets, stuff like that. But we will never know as a people. They said this is happening. This has the potential to happen in other countries. Yep, this has the potential. So, and I keep hearing hide your kids, hide your wives. So I feel like other people in other affluent countries, what do you call them, first world countries, that have ties to UFO stuff, nuclear stuff, you know, all those types of things. I hear, again, hide your kids, hide your wives. So I feel like even they're like shuttered by the news. Like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to have my kids go stay at a hotel for the next year. I'm going to have my wife, my husband, my this. Like, I'm getting that.
So people want to know, the missing scientists, will they ever be found? Or will they ever come forward and say, like, this is why I left? I'm getting a no. And they want it like that. The ones who left on their own accords, they want to stay vanished without a trace. And they keep bringing up like what they did, like going missing without a trace. All this was pre-planned. Like they didn't plan this for years. And then also the people who unfortunately were unalive, they keep showing that they were being watched for years also. Yep. So that's unfortunate. But there is potential for one to come forward, but they said this will be years from now. So this what I think it's a woman. She might be in her 80s, 90s, maybe even on her deathbed, and she's like, "I'm the scientist who went missing, and this is what really happened." Wow. Because she's like, "I'm going to be dying anyway. I might as well tell what happened." Wow. They show these hostages that will be taken in the future. This was by design. This was pre-planned. This was not a, let's just go get some of these top scientists, these top business people. Like this has been planned for a few years, and they keep saying this is a terror plot, a terroristic plot. So get ready, America. They keep showing nuclear, so like I said, you might get a nuclear threat. Yep. So they said social media is going to be going crazy. They said for some reason, if that's why it could be a possibility that this could turn into World War III. Because if other hostages from other countries are taken, it's like, okay, we might have to combine our powers, and this is a real threat. Like it's about to go down. You get what I'm saying? So I'm Spirit's repeating it again. Please watch the news. No social media on this, unless it's the news streaming themselves on social media. Like if you want to watch on social media, go watch ABC News on social media. The real one. Go watch MSNBC, Fox, because they keep showing like the government's going to be telling them what to say so that the Americans can be prepared. These hostages, man, they're going to be held under horrible conditions. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I'm not going to say if all of them will be found or saved. I am not going to answer that. Pray for the victims. Pray for the hostages. Pray for the families. Seriously. This is going to be scary. It is scary. Whatever this terroristic threat, terroristic plot that has some type of connection to this, or there was a connection to this, is scary. Exactly. And Spirit said to mention that aliens have nothing to do with this. Oh, there you go. Someone had asked a question, are the scientists who went vanished, did the aliens abduct them, or did they go with the aliens? Spirit's like, they have nothing to do with this. So, yeah. Yep. They said Americans and other countries will be, every time breaking news comes on the TV, the world stops. Watch you guys' bank accounts. I'm going to tell you that now. Whoa. Americans and other countries, watch your bank accounts. If you don't, you could be a victim of mass fraud. Start watching bank accounts now. I got chills. My hair is standing up. I got chills too. You said that.
Please share this video with others so that they can be prepared and start watching their bank accounts. If you have elderly parents, you better get to watching their bank accounts. So this could be a cybersecurity threat on top of the other terroristic threat. Okay? Mass fraud. Mass fraud. They say, I keep seeing almost like it starts with pennies first. Or quarters, dimes, nickels, like little increments.
And you don't pay attention. Next thing you know, it's like $50,000. You're like,
yeah.
where's the money go at?
There's no coming back from this threat, or no coming back. Like, there have to be a change in public policy because of this. Americans will be so scared about their money for a long time after this happens. There has to be more security measures implemented into our technology with our banks, with our money, with crypto. Okay? Start watching your bank accounts now. Okay? It's important that you do. Check it every day.
So, thank you for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe, please share this video, and until next time, bye.